All right. Always something, right? It's always me. What an idiot. I forgot to, yeah, 5 minutes in. Yeah, I forgot to turn the mic on. What an idiot. It's always something. It's always something. Thank you all for doing that. I need to go through a checklist and, make sure I get all my, all my settings and gears over. Like I hit the unmute button. So I make sure I did that this time because last time I did that and I freaking forgot to turn on my microphone. What an idiot. Dang. Look at this guy, amateur hour over here, right? So yeah, so let me go through and redo that and see remember what I said. But yeah, thank you all for joining. This is the Figure Lowdown, episode 6. Hope you're all having a good evening so far, a good weekend, good morning wherever you're watching from, whenever you're watching. If you're catching the replay, thank you for tuning in. Damn, I can't believe it was muted the whole time. Damn, I'm so stressed about it. Thank you. I should have probably read the comments first, but no, thank you all for hitting me up. So yeah, sorry. Yeah, so Figure Lowdown episode 6. Thank you all for coming through. I'm going to go in over some, I'm sure you saw the thumbnail, a bunch of animal figures, a lot of figures that caught my eye. I've been out for a minute, for a while, and there's a lot of figures that I missed that I wanted to talk about. Animal-based figures, so we're not going to the zoo, so it's all right. Don't panic if that's if that's where you think we were going. But maybe it's an figure zoo if you want to call it that. I don't know. I don't think these figures probably appreciate that. But thank you, Bob Dylan, for catching that. I should have gone through and read the chat earlier. But see who else we got here. Feezy, yep. Where's your voice at? Where's your voice at, Feezy? Thank you, thank you all for for hitting me up and letting me know. So Lane Kramer's in the house. Shouting out Bob Dylan, of course, Bobby D, the man of the community. Let's see here. Let's see, hey Lane, I got too many options these days, his replies. Bob. Oh, because he's responding to Lane Kramer. So you all in for that Chuck Norris collection. Yeah, I'm sure Bobby D's all over that, right? Yeah, man, I'm always informed of your posts, Bob. Yeah, every time I see those, third-party customs, just the variety of things that are out there, I was like, oh man. So I always thank you for always sharing that knowledge with all of us here in the community. Let's see what we got. And the man himself, Mr. Wikipedia, Beskar Kid. Thank you for coming through, sir. I appreciate you. The man's voice so smooth, it sounds like music to my ear holes. Yep, soothing the ear holes. That's what I try to do here in this stream. Let's see here. Lane Kramer, yeah. I think he's agreeing with the ear hole smoothness that I bring to the community. Hopefully that's hopefully I'm cornering that market there with the soothing of the ear holes. Yeah, I messaged him taking bets on when he notices. Oh man, that's probably, that's a record for me. I should probably just start doing that on purpose, right? Just starting to make that a running gag where I just intentionally leave myself muted and start talking and maybe telling some jokes or telling some stories that I wouldn't have told otherwise offline or something. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, who's Bob Dylan? Who's good at reading lips? I got wallet, wife, and couch. Yep, actually, that was spot on. I used those exact words when I was talking about, what was going to happen with my figures if I didn't, put a stop to what I was doing. Yeah, meaning like if I don't, if she doesn't take my wallet, my wife's going to put me on the couch. No, I'm just, I shouldn't say that. We're good. We have an understanding. We got the hobbies in check, right? I tried to be responsible. I think we all should, right? That's the goal. Let's see. Eddie Rodriguez. Thank you, sir, for coming through. Hey, what's up, man? Subscribed after seeing you on P-Rocks UFC. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Much love. Yeah, much love to anyone who's new to the stream, to my channel. Thank you all. I had, if you didn't catch it, I had a 1-year anniversary stream a couple weeks ago / Halloween stream. I had S-Beam on, Blue Tattoo. Mike. Well, we don't know if it was Michael, but it was King. The Highness King T'Challa was on there. But yeah, we were all in costumes, and so yeah, celebrated 1 year, and I thanked everyone for their support, which is greatly appreciated. Did a giveaway. Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed dressing up. It was cool. Yeah, hopefully, speaking of, hopefully y'all had a good Halloween. It was fun. It was safe. Man, mine went well for the most part. I ended up getting a couple of my Halloween decorations, damn it, getting stolen. And I don't know, it was I had them for a couple of years and I had no issues, but this year I guess it just wasn't I was just my luck. And so yeah, so I got to replace 2 skeletons, and now I know next time I got to tie them down. And so yeah, that was unfortunate, but you know, I can't. I don't want to let that ruin. Put a damper on my Halloween fun, right? Because I love Halloween. It's fun. It's a good time. I love decorating, as you all probably saw in the pictures. Yeah, I don't want to let that ruin me. So I just, you know, just learn. You know, it is what it is. It happened. Just learn from that, and yeah, I can replace them. It's all good. But yeah, as being Feezy year 1, yeah, thanks again, man, for being there at the beginning and at the year. You know, S-Beam was one of my first guests on there, along with Pop Culture Living Room. Cringeworthy. I don't suggest anyone going back and watching it, just because, yeah, it's it's my first video, and I'm still making mistakes, like not unmuting myself, right? So, but that one, yeah. If any of you are interested, it's there. I didn't take it down. You know, it's just kind of to show, hey, we all start somewhere, right? We all start from the beginning, and we get better as we go on. So there's nothing wrong with that. We improve, and just wanted to show others that, hey, I only improved a little bit, right? I can still suck as much as I did in the beginning. But yeah, all right. So with that, what I was saying earlier, also during my 5-minute rant to myself, Cali Collector Meetup, we're still coming up, finalizing the name, but that is going to be May 4th weekend. So I think that's like May 5th is the Friday or the Saturday of 2024. Anyway, that weekend we're having our California Collector Meetup. And it's basically going to be similar to OxCon. You know, some of you may have heard I went to OxCon this past September. I had a blast meeting, you know, a bunch of other content creators, YouTubers, and just other people who aren't content creators, but just members of the community, and it was fun. So it was awesome. And I look forward to going again in the future. But basically, we're doing something again like that, similar, but here in California, in the LA area, right? So it's kind of down where there's a lot of a good handful of YouTubers and content creators you guys may know who live down there, and we have, you know, a few things planned. We're still working on the agenda, but one of them, we're hoping to get a Disneyland day in there for those who want to go. It's not required, but you know, we'll have a group of us go to Disneyland May 4th weekend, so I'm sure they're going to be doing something good. We'll leave that to the expert Mario Professor, right? I'm sure he knows all about the ins and outs of that already, as you all know. So yeah, do that, a day at the beach, right? Just probably like some sort of barbecue cookout thing. We're just gonna chill at the beach, play some games, maybe, I don't know, foosball, volleys, balls, frisbees, things of that sort and that nature. But yeah, stuff like that. So I recommend looking into getting an Airbnb, kind of reaching out to others to see if you want to bunk up with you, room with you. Hotel, well, obviously there's always a hotel option, but those are a little more expensive. If you split Airbnb with somebody, they'll save you some money there. So yeah, if you have any questions, if anyone out there who's interested in just general ideas, if you're still not sure but you may want to go and you're interested, just reach out to you can reach out to me, Mario El Profesoro, right? He's going to be part of that. Mario 16fix, and Calvin, Low Key Collector, right? You know, you all know Calvin. So if you have any questions, just let us know, reach out to us, and we'll try to answer the best we can with what we have, with the information we have now. Again, we're still planning, but it's otherwise going to be a good time. Yeah. So we have that. Let me see other announcements. Yeah, I think that was it. So with that, we'll go ahead and get into the figure talk. Let's see here. So as usual, all the links are going to be in the description of the figures I'm going to be talking about. And now I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but yeah, they'll be down in the description. If they're not in there, that just either means they're either sold out or they're not up for pre-order yet, or I just couldn't find one. So if any of you later on find a link where you can pre-order some of these figures that I don't already have, please put those in the comments or in the chat and let others know about it. I'm absolutely in the description later on after I finish this, just so I can get to this. There's a lot of figures here to talk about. And I'm going to be rolling solo like Ben tonight just because there's so much. Otherwise, it would have been like another 4-hour stream. And you all, I'm sure, want to enjoy your Saturday and not listen to me spend most of your... well, actually, I don't know. If you want me to soothe your ear holes to sleep, then, you know, that could be an option too. So you can just put this on. I guess play this back after it's done. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. All right. Oh, we got another guest joining us. Gigi. Hey, Gigi, thanks for joining us. Hi, everyone. Hi. I can already hear it in my head the way she says it. Yeah, but thanks for joining. Thanks for all for tuning in. All right, so we're going to get right into it here. So first up, here. I know some people talked about this, but I wanted to give my thoughts. This is the Furay Toys Azure Lion. This figure just looks badass. This is the first of the animal figures that we're talking about here, and this is going for about 180, 100, 80 to $100. Sorry, depending on where you buy from, where you shop. Of course, there's going to be a lot of places where you can go to. Just everyone has their preferences. Shipping included. You guys know how it is. You know how it works. But so this is the these are all 1/12 scale. So this is the Azure Lion. Let me pull up my Azure line here. So let's see. So this is set to release in Q3, Q4 of 2024. Comes with 11 alternate hands, a roaring head, a crown, as you can kind of see here on the left. This picture on the left. Shoulder armor parts, a bone shard, a bone bowl, a sword, spear, and some back pieces. So there's a couple of versions to this. There's this one, and we'll show later. There's another, I think they call it the classic or the vintage version. But this apparently is based on Chinese mythology. There's some text, some old Chinese text I think it's titled like Classic Mountains and Seas or something along those lines. It's something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong here in the chat or in the comments, but this is like text, Chinese text that covers a bunch of geographical regions and areas, and it also includes some mythology on some creatures, and this is, I guess, is one of them from there. And I'm not sure that the whole backstory on this guy, but he's part of them. All I know is this figure just looks badass. The detail is just awesome. I just look at the sculpting and the painting they have on all this. It's just it's just really, really cool. There's a lot of accessories here. We'll go on to the next one. You can see, here's that roaring head that I was talking about here. The articulation, you can see there's kind of barely through this. Looks like he is going to have a double jointed arms. Let's see if we can get a better look. Yeah, it kind of looks like he'd be double jointed, but yeah, look at this, just the detail and the paint in his mane. This just looks awesome. This is just the stuff that that I actually really enjoy. For one, it's animals, badass looking animals, and then mythology. I'm all about mythology. Right? There's a lot of figures that I have that are from different mythologies, like across different nationalities, right, and different backgrounds. So there's of course there's a Greek mythology. I have a few figures from those. This is Chinese mythology. And I'm trying to think of what other. I think I might have some Japanese mythology in there somewhere. I think, I have to look, but I can't remember off the top of my head which ones. But anything that, if they look badass and has to do with mythology, I'm all in. I don't think I have any figures from Egyptian mythology. I know TB League has some out there. I haven't got into those yet, but it's just, this is one of the reasons why I still collect 1/12. It's just because there's diversity here and just getting this mixture of different figures. So let's see here. So here's all the things that I listed. All the accessories that it comes with, the pieces, is the 2 alternate heads, the bone shard and the bone bowl. 24 centimeters and 9.5 inches. So this is a pretty tall figure. This is a good size. And another thing that's cool is his sword, his weapon here, his sword and his spear. You can attach I think they showed earlier. Yeah, right here. So you can attach the saber to the spear, or you can just make it a sword. So if you remove the pole part, I guess the stick part, and you can just put this bottom part, I forget what it's called, but the bottom part of that spear, you can attach it, I think, to the saber as well. So you have options, right? Which is really cool. I'm all about the options and the fun factor with this, which is what it has a lot of. And so another thing I'm going to go over is that there's a lot of different figures of lions out there, and it got kind of confusing. I was even confused. I wasn't sure what was what. And so I wanted to, a part of me doing this was for me to also learn and see what the differences are between these animals and these different lines. So there's Furay Toys, which is this. We'll go over some other, and then there's Furay Planet. I think Furay Planet. We'll go over that later. But that's another line. And then there's NOTTAA. And they all have different animals, figures that they're doing, and it's just there's a lot out there. So hopefully I'm able to cover and make these distinct for you guys and for you all, and kind of help you see which ones are which. So I mentioned that there is this golden version based on the armor here. That's why they label it as golden version. But we also have this classic slash vintage version, and this is supposed to be like a more marble look, right? Like a sculpture. And it, you know, classic or vintage depending on which website you go to. Some of them label them different styles. Some websites call it classic, some call it vintage. That's why I included it in there. But this one, you know, I was really cool. I really liked it. And I was thinking, you know what, I don't need two versions of this figure. But after looking more at the details here on the right, and just like the paint applications they did to highlight all these crevices, this just looks awesome. And I'm also big on marble sculptures, like, you know, Greek sculptures that were made of marble. Those are just those always just amaze me and just fascinate me on how some of those look. And this one looks like it could be up there. I went to, there was an exhibit, the Terracotta Army, right? That were there was like these statues that were made of clay, and they would, you know, go around from museum to museum. When I was in Atlanta for work a while ago, there was the exhibit just happened to be there, and I went to go see that those statues, I guess you want to call them. And it was really awesome. It was really cool. I went to the gift shop and I bought like some little mini terracotta figures. They look really cool. And so anything that I can find, or anything that I see that really catches my eye, that's either made from, you know, clay or marble, or at least looks like that, I'm really drawn to. So this is really cool. I really like this. So I might have to pick up this one. I don't know. We'll see. I guess I'll have to wait and see how this comes out to decide if I want to get this one or not. Blue, we got Blue Tattoo joining us. Hey everyone, what is up, Blue? Thanks for joining us, buddy. Okay, you coming through. We're just talking about this NWToys Azure Lion. All right, so going on here to the next one. So this is NWToys, and so they have a whole line of other animals going on, and I think I included them here. Yeah, so some of you may have seen these figures here. These were the first ones to come out. So they started off with their own version of the turtles, right? Not Ninja Turtles, their own version. So this is what they're calling Samurai Force. Some of you may have seen this version of not Leonardo, which what they're calling Spring here on the left. I know Loco Lou, shout out to Loco Lou. He's really enjoying this figure. I think this was his figure of the year. I don't know if maybe this year or last year, but yeah, he's really enjoying this. And this one on the right, so this Spring figure was already released. If you can still find it, I think it may. I'm not sure if it's still available. It may be sold out, so you might have to resort to like eBay or secondhand or something. So if you do have to, hopefully you're able, and you're interested, hopefully you're able to get this for a good price. So that one's released this autumn though, aka not Donatello. This one is still for pre-order, so it should be available on certain sites. I think I saw it at a couple places. 5K Toys, I think, was one site. So if you're able to and you're interested, check some of those out. I can't remember if I had a link for this guy in the description below it, but if not, yeah, please, someone, if anyone out there is aware of a site where you can still get this, please share that with others. But yeah, so I got Spring here on the left just because he looks badass. It's like a realistic turtle, samurai turtle, right? It was just really cool. Again, it just kind of feels to me. For one, I'm a big Ninja Turtles fan, like, you know, like I mentioned, Local Lou and P-Rock. Shout out to P-Rock. They're really big into this. I'm also as well. And so this caught my eye, and then I definitely pre-ordered Autumn here on the right. So that just leaves the other two, which I'm guessing following the season is going to be Spring and Summer. I don't know who's going to be who, but I'm looking forward to seeing how those come out. So yeah, this is the some other figures we have so far. This is NWToys, and I believe that's the manufacturer too, because I didn't see him by any other name. Although I do hear in these images, I see now they have Rage Toys. So I don't know if they're doing a transition or they are. It's a collaboration, because they didn't have this before. So I'm not sure how Rage Toys is involved. Again, if any of you in the chat or in the comments afterwards can drop a line and let us know. Let others know, because I was curious. I didn't have a chance to look into that and see how they're involved. But yeah, some other figures that NWToys has out, again, sticking with the animals, right? All about the animals. It's the year of the animals. Is this Abyss Force. So as you can tell, they're all sharks, and so they have you can buy them as a set on I think 1 or 2 websites, or you can buy them individually if there's only a certain shark design that appeals to you, right? You have I put each of their names here so you can kind of search for them if you want to. Yeah, these are kind of cool. I don't think I'm gonna get these, but I just wanted to show you all what other figures they have available. Every time I see these, I always think of Bruce, even though none of them are named Bruce, but Bruce from Finding Nemo. It just, yeah, every time I see a shark, I just think of his voice. Hello, my name's Bruce, type of thing. Yeah, it always pops in my head. But yeah, so these are out there. These look kind of cool, like kind of gangster-based figures, shark figures. So that's those are out there if any of you are feeling those. But yeah, so I mentioned, so there's Furay Toys, and there's another line that are doing Animal Warrior figures, and that is the Furay Planet line by Maestro Union. So Maestro Union are the manufacturers, are the one making these figures, and Furay Planet is the line, I believe, or the series or the wave that they're doing. So this first one here is Kensai, and I'm guessing he's like either some sort of jackrabbit, or we can just say goat rabbit, maybe hare. I don't know. I can't remember the difference between the two. Rabbit, hare, jack hare. I don't know. Jackrabbit. Yeah, I don't know. One of those. But yeah, he looks pretty badass here. This one, I definitely pre-ordered just again because he just looks sick. Another character that I think would go good with the rest of the collection here, the animal figures. But this guy comes with an alternate head. He has a cloak. Let's see here. Oh no, sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Not this guy. Not this guy. Where is he at? Kensai. Oh, here we go. So this guy has 8 alternate hands, 4 masks, which I'll show later, which look pretty cool. 2 swords, 2 sheaths, 2 sword effects, a helmet, a bamboo hat, as you can see here on the left, a straw rain cape, and these figures come with comic books also, so they have their own backstory. I have one of these figures, not this one, but I have another one that I'll touch on later. But I have yet to read the comic book that came with that one, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, so this one stands at 8.7 inches, so another tallish one, or 22 centimeters. Slated to be released November 23rd, so this month here in the States. I'm not sure, he may be already released outside of the States or overseas or abroad, if you will, outside of the States if you're not based in the States. But yeah, this guy looks cool. Here are those masks that I was talking about earlier. This is the 4 different masks, which are probably representative of like, I want to guess like Chinese theater. I guess they have like different masks. Like there's some sort of theater from the past. I'm not sure which. I could even be getting the Chinese part. Maybe it's just like some other Asian culture, but I want to say it's based on Chinese mythology. I'm not sure. Again, let me know in the comments there in the chat. But yeah, these are all the accessories that I listed earlier: the sword effects, the bamboo hat, the swords, the sheaths, the alternate hands. Yeah, this guy just looks awesome. It's another one that I definitely would be picking up just because the fun factor and just how he looks really cool. All right, so going on to, so that was Kensai. So sticking with the Furay Planet line, we have, let's see here, Master Weng. And so this is the figure that I have, but I have the figure in orange, right? Some of you may have seen the orange version. This is based on a white tiger, which again, I'm a big fan of white tigers in general. And when I saw this variant, I was like, oh damn, this one looks sick. So I already have the orange version, but this one I'm not able to get a hold of yet. I've been looking around because it's an exclusive, and the places that did have it up for order are already sold out. So I don't know, depending on how much it will be on the aftermarket. It is limited though, so that's probably why it's went out quick. But it's the same exact. It comes with the same exact accessories, and it's almost the same as the orange version, right? The Blade Master Weng orange version, but it's just white. And I don't know, it looks cool. I really like this look. Just the overall, I mean, look at this. Just look how badass this looks. Yeah, it's really cool. I just like the aesthetic on this, and just having, I can picture having this one next to the orange one. Yeah, it would just look badass. It's so cool. So yeah, let's see. So this one here, Similar accessories, again, same accessories as the previous one, which is so alternate head sculpt, cloak, a wooden case, 2 blades, 3 pairs of alternate hands, 3 throwing knives, a pouch, tobacco pipe, as you can see there, taking a smoke and a pancake. Let's see here, wine pot, bamboo hat, alternate boots. Let's see, horsehair on the shoulder. Oh, how did I miss that one? I guess it looks like it could be sculpted, right? So here it is, right? Horsehair on the shoulder. Huh, interesting. Alternate neck part, tail with embedded wire. Oh, a bendable wire. Yeah, I guess I missed that part. That's cool. Yeah, so these swords here go in this wooden case, which is awesome. And the wooden case can, I think it pegs on the back. Either it pegs or there's some sort of some way to attach it to his back. I think we had it here, right? Yeah, here on the right. Yeah, this figure just looks badass. Again, like I got the orange version, but this one, yeah, if I'm able to get this, I'll pick this one up as well. But this is the white tiger. Every time I see Weng, I always think of Austin Powers, where they were going through all those like innuendos. It looks like a big Weng. Yeah. Oh man, every time I see that name, it just makes me laugh. But yeah, so that's the Furay planet. So sticking with that, they did do some other figures. We went through Kensai, right? The rabbit. We have the white tiger. And let's see here. Oh, here's a comparison. Also, here's the orange one that I was talking about. So the one on the right is, I'm sure you all have seen before. That was already released. I'm sure you can get that now. I think it's still available. So that's just a comparison. They're almost basically identical. I didn't go through with the fine-tooth comb here and compare, but I think, yeah, I think it's just the colors that are different. But everything else looks to be the same. Yeah, it looks awesome. So it's really cool. So yeah, just having these two either be companions or enemies, like an evil version of themselves, or like a nega version. Nega white tiger, nega Weng. Yeah, have them fight each other. I was thinking like a Scott Pilgrim. We have a nega Scott. Oh man, yeah, it would be a cool photo out there, which is really cool. So yeah, stop gushing about those and going to the next one. So again, sticking with the Furay planet line, these are the figures they already have out. This is Veteran William, the wolf on the right, and then Crocker here on the left. And these have different display options, right? So you can have them, you can take off their coats and just have them like all animal form, or you can mix and match, right? If you just want to have them like kind of half and half, there's just different options, display options for these, which again, I'm all about the options, right? If they provide those, it's just awesome. It shows that they kind of take that into account and they give you more bang for your buck, right? These are also in the same price range that I mentioned earlier, like probably like $90, $90 to $100, somewhere within there, but I think they're worth it with what they come with, and just the number of options you have, and just the paint and the sculpt themselves, man, these just look awesome. Third party has been killing it. There's a lot of misses as well, right? But I think there's more hits than there are misses, right? They just been killing it, and these are just some examples of what's out there, what's available. And it's just, there's a lot, right? We always say that there's just so much to collect. We can't collect it all. So me included, as much as I like to get a bunch of things, I have to kind of pick and choose. And these are, I didn't get the Crocker, for instance. In this case, it looked awesome, but it wasn't one that I wanted to have. The wolf I got, though, that looks cool. But again, yeah, it's just picking and choosing. What I don't need to complete the line. I'm just getting the ones that really kind of catch my eye, that I'm really drawn to, right? There's certain animals or certain creatures that I like, and those were the ones that I went with. So yeah, those were really cool. All right, so we went over Furay Planet, and I mentioned earlier NOTTAA. NOTTAA has some animals, some figures of animals that they're doing also. This one isn't really an animal per se, but it's more of a god, and this is the Thunderbolt, and it has two variations. So this is on the right, you can see monster mode, or I think they also call it beast mode. And so this is just him chilling, right? His Sunday afternoon, just hanging out, right? And this on the left is when he steps it up a notch, when he's really pissed off, and like, I don't know, someone only left like a little bit of milk in the fridge or something, and he's really mad, or he's gonna go ham, or like someone ate all the chips or something. I don't know, he's just really pissed, or something happened. Someone lost remote to the TV, And yeah, he's just going up. He's going God mode, or God tier. So you got the two variations. You can get them individually. You can buy either or there's a deluxe set. I think there's some sites. I know BBTS is one of them where you can get them both. And yeah, these look really cool. Just look at the detail on the sculpture or the sculpting here on this chest, and then the texture and the skin, especially here on the right. This guy, man, look at this. This is just awesome. And so, see, going over the accessories here. So both of these come with some similar items here. So they both have, let's see, the necklaces, the waistbands, the crocodile leather crotch guards, right? You got to have those. The stronger the better, I always say. Crocodile, I think, is you're well protected, right, in the crotch guards. Cloth belts, leather belts, a pair of wrist pads, ankle rings, and what are good crotch guards without some sackcloths? That's right, sackcloths. They both these figures have those items, but depending on which version you get, they're going to come with different accessories for their respective modes, if you will, God mode or monster/beast mode. So the beast mode comes with 2 head sculpts, 8 interchangeable hands, 4 exchangeable feet, a pair of flying wings, a pair of small, like kind of folded wings that are a little more tucked in, a gold baton, which you see here right on the right, a hammer, and I don't know how this, I want to say owl, but it's not owl, it's AWL. I'm sure that's his weapon. Owl. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe someone in the chat can let me know how to pronounce that. And a sonic boom effect, which is pretty awesome. And I don't think they included that here in this. I'll show the accessories here. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Oh yeah, right here on the bottom right. You can kind of it looks more like a render, but I guess it's going to attach to his mouth, and then he's going to have some sort of a sonic boom coming from there. I don't know if there's will be like some sort of guile sound effect or something. I don't know how that works, but yeah, that's going to be part of this beast mode. And then the God mode here on the left, as you probably can already tell, it's going to have some light up features. So the head is going to have a magnet activated light LED inside, which is cool. I always love when third parties or just any companies do the LED activated by a magnet, right? You just pass a magnet over it and it just turns on rather than having to like fumble with switches. I don't know why the major companies don't incorporate that. I think we discussed that on the previous stream, where they're just kind of lagging in that department of their technology. They're just kind of behind. I think the third parties, because they're smaller, right? They don't have to. They can make changes quicker because they're not as big. I'm just speculating. I don't know. That's just my thought, anyways. But yeah, sorry. Going on to the accessories for the God mode. So this only comes with this one head sculpt, but it's light up, right? So it's a light up head sculpt. 4 interchangeable hands, whereas the beast mode came with 8. You can kind of see here on the right, they have 8. 4 exchangeable feet, a pair of clear flying wings, a pair of clear small wings for the God mode, transparent hammer, and that transparent ale. I think that's, what is that ale thing? I think it might be these like mace looking things here that you can probably see. Look at the ball at the end. It's like a stick with the ball at the end, kind of like a mace, but without the spikes. I'm thinking, I don't know. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. So let's see here. What else? Oh, all these lightning effects. So it comes with all these lightning effects, which I believe are UV reactive. So it says UV light effect on all of these. But on some of the descriptions, some of the websites, they don't list that. So I'm not sure. I know they have it here in the picture. So I would presume that NOTTAA, I'm going to take their word for it since they're the ones putting these pictures out here. So yeah, I want to say that's what I want to take their word for it. So I don't know why the other websites aren't including that in the description. But Eddie Rodriguez says, damn, that's a whole lot of figures. Yeah, or a whole lot of accessories. Yeah, it is, right? Yeah, which I always love. I know sometimes most of the time we just end up using only some of them. I know there's very few people who use them all, but I appreciate, I'd rather have the figures come with accessories, more accessories than not, and give us the option, right? The collectors have the option to, use these accordingly. And I always appreciate when they do that, when they always include those, because maybe you want to change it up somehow in the future. We always talk about trying to make our collection new again, make our figures new, kind of find ways to kind of enjoy them again, bring that love back from it rather than just staying on the shelf. And a lot of people recommend reposing them, right? So having multiple accessories kind of adds to that. You can put them in different poses and different stances, different or even just when you're doing photography, obviously having more accessories always helps with that. And there's a bunch of possibilities and display options for that, photo ops for that. So yeah, I for one, Feezy, appreciate when there's more accessories on there. But yeah, so this is Thunderbolt, right? Let me see. I think I have another photo. No, I think that was it. So yeah, this is just Thunderbolt. I think this is still up for pre-order. A different bunch of different places. Again, you can order the God mode version, the monster / beast mode version, or do the deluxe and get them both. Yeah, so I'm still debating on which ones I want to get. They both look cool, but yeah, I may get one of them. So sticking with NOTTAA, this came out recently. This was at I think this was at the Shanghai Wonder Festival. So shout out, photo credit to Wei Long. I think that's how you. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but I got these from him on Twitter. Because I didn't see anyone else who had these, but this lion, another lion, looks badass. Or this is another one that looks badass, and there's not too much details or info on this guy yet, other than these prototype pics and what was displayed at Shanghai Wonder Festival. And I think this is a Cyan lion. I don't know. It didn't seem like there was a confirmation on what this character is actually called. But I'm going off of what I saw from this person who took these photos. So it seems like that's what it is, but I don't know. I could be wrong. So don't take this with a grain of salt. But it is by NOTTAA. I know that for sure. A lot of people agreed on that. But yeah, this is another one that looks cool. Man, that throne here looks awesome. And look at this screaming head here on the bottom on this right photo. That just looks sick too. Look at the way I love the sense of movement in the hair and the mane. This is just awesome. Yeah, this is just cool. So many choices on your animal figures, right? We already went through a few different lion figures. I think we have another one coming up here too. But yeah, really cool. Again, third party is just killing it. NOTTAA, some of you may or may not know, they came out with some other figures based on, I believe they were mythological creatures or gods, and the line was called Envelope Yomo or Yama. I'm probably butchering that, but yeah, it was like a set of 3 figures, one of them being like Sun Wukong, and there was 2 others on there, and I'm drawing a blank on their names, but yeah, they already released some. Those are kind of already out there, and I forgot to include those here as part of the line. But yeah, NOTTAA is also another company that's doing awesome work. Sticking with animals, lions, tigers, and bears. Can't forget the bear aspect. We got this panda from Memory Toys, and I'm sure you're all thinking the same thing. Kung Fu Panda. That's what I thought when I first saw these animal warrior figures. That's one of the first things that came to my mind, even before this panda. Was just, I'm a big fan of Kung Fu Panda. All 3 of them. I thought they were really good. I think that maybe the 3rd or 2nd one might be my favorite. But I always thought, as a collector of figures, man, it'd just be so awesome not to have those figures specifically, just because those were more. I mean, I joined the movies, but I wouldn't want figures from those specifically, just because they're a little more like kind of aimed towards kids, like cartoony. But having some more realistic, right? And we're getting those we've already gone through a bunch of them so far. But bam, yeah, we have this panda here. I'm not sure what the name of this panda is yet. It was again, this was on display at, I believe, Shanghai Wonder Festival. But I know the company is Memory Toys, and they're making this panda. They have the prototype here on the right. That's an armor. So I don't know if this is the same panda, or maybe it's like a variation you can get. Maybe this is army build, the ones on the right. But yeah, just look at the weapons, the detail, the sculpture. That's just, yeah, it just looks awesome. And I can't wait to see how they paint in the armor here on this the panda on the prototype on the right. So we have this panda, look, the fabric cloth goods here on the left, and this panda. That just looks cool. This looks really cool. It also reminds me of you let me know in the chat, in the comments. There's I think it was World of Warcraft, right? Didn't they come out with like a panda, something in the mist? Pandas in the mist, actually. Now that It just dawned on me, something along those lines, right? And it looked really cool. I never got into World of Warcraft just because I know the amount of time that it can take, but it looked cool. It looked really cool. And just seeing that CG video that they did for that kind of trailer, that teaser trailer, the actual like for that game or that expansion, whatever it was, it just looked really awesome. That also reminds me of this figure. Reminds me also of that. Yeah, so it looks really cool. Let's see here. We got Danny Lee. What is up, Danny in the house? What up, Feezy? What up, Danny? Thanks for coming by. Appreciate you, man. It's like the panda character looks cool. Yeah, I don't know the name of this figure. I just know that it was by Memory Toys and it's a panda. So that's all I know so far. If anyone knows anything more than that, yeah, please let me know in the chat or in the comments if you're catching this on the replay. Sorry, I had to take a drink. I'm getting parched. Yeah, so Memory Toys Panda. So sticking with Memory Toys, they're not done yet. Oh no. But wait, there's more. We have a goat and a lion. I believe this is a lion here on the right. So another lion, right? What is that, like 3 lions already? Yeah, so this goat, there's not a lot of I think it's a goat. I see horns here on the bottom. He has this skull helmet, which appears to also be a goat. So this goat is a savage if he's going off and killing his own kind and wearing their skulls as a helmet. Damn, that didn't really dawn on to me until now, until I just explained that. So this guy is kind of, yeah, this guy's a beast. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to tell which ones are which because you have this character here on the left. I think all these accessories in front of the goat here belong to him. So it looks like he has 6 pairs of alternate hands, a dagger, this like scythe blade thing with some more bones on it and a skull, it looks like. Yeah. This guy looks, yeah, he looks pretty intimidating here. You got some sort of book here on the right, or on the bottom, sorry, to the right of the goat. And on the right, we have this lion, again, armored up, another sword. You have an unhelmeted head in the bottom here. You have a shield. I can't tell what this is here. It might be some part of his armor or something. I don't know. Maybe, I think this part probably goes on top of a head. Because you can see the slot here. So that maybe is like his hair if you want to put like, I don't know, some other accessory or something on there. I don't know. This looks like it could be cool though. I don't know. Just based on this though, without looking at the paint, without any paint, I should say, and just like the proportions and the simple sculpts, I think I'm still feeling the other lines that we've seen so far, the Azure lion, the NOTTAA Cyan lion. This one looks a little more cartoony, a little more animated, which is still cool. It's just not, what I'm particularly looking for at the moment in these animal figures. Yeah, you can kind of see, right, this goat here on the left compared to this lion. They look kind of they don't really kind of go hand in hand, because the one looks a little more serious, dark, right, mature, and the one on the right looks kind of more aimed for kids. But I don't know, again, that's just early. It's a prototype. I know it's a prototype and they gotta apply paint, and maybe they might change things up in the future. I don't know, on the final product, we'll see. But yeah, there's, like I said, there's a lot of other, this is only some animal figures, right? There's already other toy companies doing other lines. There's some dinosaur figures, right? There's dinosaur warriors. I think there's another toy company, I can't remember who it is, or manufacturer, making animals as well, but they're, again, a little more on the cartoony side. And it was like Kingdom of something or other, or Beast, or I can't remember. I'm just like pulling stuff out of my ass now. But there's a lot of varieties out there. If you're a big fan of animal warriors mythology, yeah, you have the world is your oyster. There's like just so much to choose from. There's a lot to pick from. It's just, again, the diversity is just awesome. I'm just loving it, the mixture of characters and the different things that they have going on here. So let me look at the chat real quick. Mike, you got 12-inch Moose Stream in the house. Hey, community of collectors, what is up, Mike? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you coming through, sir. We're just going over some animal figures. If you're interested in catching what you missed, you can always catch the replay. Again, timestamps will be in the description below. After the stream, I'll go through and put those in, so that way you guys can kind of skip through and go back and watch whatever figures we discussed so far. Yeah, 12. I need some Texas heat. Oh man, is it already pretty cold over there? I'm guessing. I'm guessing they're already getting some snow or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know. If for me personally, I prefer more of the cold weather. Right, you can always put on too many clothes. It's just, but when the heat though, you can only do so much to get to cool off. You know, I can walk around naked and I'll still be hot. Yeah, so that's just me though. And plus the holidays fall in the holidays that I like anyways fall in the winter time, in the months in the winter season, the fall and winter. But yeah, so going back to here, so that was a whole lot of animals, right? That was that we went through Animal Warriors, and I believe that was the last of them. Good amount, right? So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what they come out with here in the future, and what other animals. You know, again, I'm looking if I can get some sort of white tiger, that would be cool. But yeah, I'm looking to see what else that they kind of touch on. All right, so going on to a little more realistic. Well, I say realistic, but this is based on a game. This is the Patriot Studio Kennedy, who is in reference, as you guys may know, is Leon Kennedy, right? And this is specifically from Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil. This one I haven't played yet. I have the game. It's funny, I bought it twice. I double dipped. I bought it once when it came out on the Wii, right? That's how long I've had it, and I still haven't beat it in my backlog. I have it on the Wii, and I started playing it, and I stopped, and I never went back. But I heard it was fun to play on that, so I bought it for that one. I was on Black Friday though. I didn't pay full price. And then they released it again on PS4. I think it was like a remaster, right? It's like, okay, you know, I'll buy. Again, Black Friday was like $20, something like that. So like, okay, you know, I'll buy it for this. I'm sure I'll play this. Like, you're gonna have better graphics. It's gonna be, you know, quicker. It may have, I don't know about playing, you know, using the Wii mode and the nunchuck, I think it was called. Yeah, this was the nunchuck for the Wii. So like maybe I'll find it better, enjoying playing it better on a with a regular controller, PlayStation controller. So I bought there. Still haven't touched it. And then, you know, all that time passes, and they just came out with a remake, right, where they just redid it from the ground up, a Resident Evil 4 for PS5, which is, you know, even better. So yeah, I was like, but anyways, yeah, we're not here to talk about games, not on this stream anyways. We're here talking about this figure. So this is the Patriot Studio version. We'll go over another version here shortly. So yeah, you have some variety, you have some options on this, but let's see here, going over some accessories here. So he comes with 8 alternate hands. Let's see, an arm strap with the scabbard that you can put his knife that you see there in his arm. Let's see, the dagger. Let's see, 2 pistols, a shotgun, a flashlight, high explosive grenade, flash bomb, a bass, this fish here, a small one. The small one is what they all come with. Shoes. Oh man, he comes with shoes. Oh damn, you can't miss on the shoes. Flight jacket, storage bag, tactical watch. Right, so those are all the things that he comes with normally. But if you act now, and I don't know how quick now is or how long you have to act, but there's a pre-order bonus where he comes with this village map that you see here. This large bass, right? So you thought this small bass was good. Bam, you get like 3 times more bass here on this large one, right? So if you're like, damn, I wish I had more bass. Well, if you pre-order, you'll get more bass. I don't know how many times or how big that is compared to small one, but I'm gonna say 3 times bass. You got this rocket launcher, and what is this thing? A skull crusher. Am I reading that right? Yeah. Wow. Okay. Rocket launcher. This looks more like a shotgun, unless this shotgun is called a skull crusher. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I typed that in wrong. I don't know. I thought I got it copied it from this from the website, so I'm not sure. This looks like a different type of gun. I don't know. Maybe that is skull crusher. I'm just something that I'm not familiar with. I don't know. You guys let me know here in the comments or in the chat here what that. It looks like a gun to me here. This thing here below the rocket launcher. But yeah. Anyway, so those are pre-order bonus. I don't know if they're gonna end up just including those with the figure, because you know sometimes they say, you know, pre-order bonus, but then they just end up throwing some of those things in there with the figure anyways. I don't know. It's a gamble, right? You can kind of determine if you want to take that risk or not. But so yeah, this is Patriot Studio. Patriot Studio has put out some good figures so far. I have one of their Joaquin Phoenix Jokers. They came out with some Last of Us figures, some clickers. that I still, yeah, I just got those recently. I have to open those, but I'm sure you saw those. There's the 3 different female clickers. One was like just like a civilian. One was like a police officer, and there's another one I can't remember. I think another civilian or construction worker or something like that. But yeah, they were clicker figures, 1/12 scale, and Patriot Pseudo does a good job. I think their figures, some of the stuff they come out with are really good, and so I don't doubt this one will be as well. For those of you that aren't familiar, the bass in the Resident Evil games are used for healing items. It's a healing item, right? So I'm guessing you can, I don't know if you, again, I have yet to play this game, but I don't know if you have to cook it first, or I don't know if someone can specify. I do know, I played Resident Evil 1 and 2, and back then it was herbs, right? You had herbs, different colors, and you use those to either heal or cure poison. So I'm guessing here, you just eat it and it restores some of your health. I'm guessing. I'm not sure. Again, I have to, one of those in my backlog that I have to get to. So let's see here. Oh, Blue Tattoo's vouching. Resident RE4 remake is fire. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing, man. I need to get on that. There's a lot of games that I need to touch on and actually like get through and play. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to playing that because I'm hearing good things about RE4 remake. Yeah, it's good stuff. Let's see here. Oh, the man himself, Reverse Zio. Carlos, hey, what is up, man? Thanks for coming through. He's like, Danny Lee. Give a shout out to Danny Lee and 12-inch Moose Stream. Yep. And Bobby D. Yep. Got shout out everyone in there. Yeah, thanks for coming through. Carlos, I appreciate you, man. I know you can be you guys, any of you watching can be anywhere else right now on this Saturday night. But so I appreciate you coming through and watching me ramble on and talk to myself on mute. But yeah, that happened. That was in the beginning of the stream. Yeah. By the way, if something else sounds off, if I cut out, since I'm rolling solo, right, I usually can't tell if the stream cuts out or something else happens. Let me know. Just hit me up in the chat here and yeah, keep me honest. Just you guys are my eyes and ears. All right, so going on to the next Leon, or not, I should say, sorry, not Leon, right? I don't want them to get in trouble. This is just Kennedy. So this next one here, oh, sorry, there's some more photos here of Kennedy. So he has his jacket on. This is one of his key features of Resident Evil 4, and this is without his jacket. The joints obviously don't look that great on this figure. Sometimes, with 6-inch figures, 1/12 scale figures, you can't really help it that much. You're going to see the joints. So it's just all about how minimal they are, how you make the cut, right? Because sometimes how you piece them together or how you cut the joints kind of help with that look. And of course, having the jacket on hides it completely. So there's that. But if you want to go with this look on the right without the jacket, then yeah, these you might have to see about getting past those joints or not. But again, that's if you want this version. But we also have a version from NWToys. So NWToys, I'm not familiar with. Again, you guys let me know in the chat, guys and gals, dude and dudettes, if they had anything else, if they're pretty good. I don't know. I don't think I have any figures from NWToys, so I'm not too familiar with them. But again, not Leon Kenny. This is just Leon. Don't get it twisted. This is just Leon, or Mr. Lee, if you will. Sometimes, his friends call him Leon. The people who don't know call him Mr. Lee. I've also seen this figure labeled as LSK. Again, Leon S. Kennedy, but again, it's not Leon S. Kennedy. What else did they call him? Yeah, this figure's all over the place with the names. Even the numbers, how figures have model numbers or figure numbers. This one, I've seen different numbers, so I don't know what's going on with this line. They're just all over the place. Maybe someone put out a name and a number. They're like, oh no, wait, you idiot, this is supposed to be like this one. This is supposed to be, number 6 and not number 3 or number 5. And they mess up on the name, or I don't know, maybe it was in a draft and they put out, I don't know what's going on. These guys just need to get their shit together. But yeah, all to say, this is just another version. You can see here the joints that double jointed also, and they look a little better from this angle. Let me see. I think I have, yeah. And so so it's kind of like, yeah, the same pose here again with his jacket on and it was his jacket off. I don't know. I wanted to put a side-by-side comparison, but I didn't chance to, so apologies for that, my bad. But let me see if I can scroll back up. So it looks like his hair this is the Patriot Studio one here. His hair has a little volume here is kind of poofy, like he's like Pantene or something. I don't know. He can put some conditioner. And this one looks a little more like flat, like he maybe left a shampoo in. I don't know. I don't know how hair works. Maybe I have those opposite. I don't know. You all tell me. But yeah, he. I don't know. Just going off these images. I think this one here, this one from NWToys, looks better. But again, I'm not too familiar with their figures, and so I don't know how reputable their these figures are. But yeah, so accessories for the NWToys is, let's see here, 4 pairs of let's see, interchangeable hands, of course, the jacket, the shirt, all the basic stuff they list, the pants, the boots, shotgun, 1 rifle, 2 pistols, a shoulder holster with a knife sheath. So again, similar items here, and a leg holster. This one is $97. The Patriot Studio was $96, so about around the same price. And they're both scheduled to, as of now, be released Q1 of 2024. So they're they're like back to back, and they're pretty similar. So again, looking here, let's look at the accessories. I think the major difference here is that this one looks like it comes with more 2, 4, 6, 8. Going back to Patriot Studio, oh no, 2. Yeah, they come with the same amount of hands. But this one looks like it has more weapons. Well, as a bonus, if you want to include those or not, right? You have the rocket launcher, and it comes with the large and the small bases. Bassi? I don't know what's the plural. Bases is? What's the plural for base? For bass? Bass base. You have the two pistols, a shotgun, the dagger, right? So those are all the same. Oh, he has a flashlight here on the Patriot Studio. I don't see one here on the NWToys. So yeah, so there has to be something for the NWToys to make it similarly priced to the Patriot Studio, right? Because the Patriot Studio right now has more accessories. So I'm not sure what this NWToys has going for it. Maybe it's the materials they use. I'm not sure. I couldn't find the height on these 2 figures though. So, but I mean, they're 6 inch, right? They're 12 scale. So I should say 6 inch scale. So they're 1/12 figures. So there has to be some variation. Well, I guess we'll see when they come out how they compare. So they should be coming out shortly. But yeah, those are there again. Links to the description. Why do I keep saying links to the figures in the description below? All right. So the last one, let me look at the chat real quick here. Eddie Rodriguez. Let me go back up. Sorry, man. I'm skipping around. Which Resident Evil is this again? Eddie Rodriguez is asking. This is Resident Evil 4 is what this figure is from, this Leon S. Kennedy. And I know he was in, oh, damn, I don't say I know. I'm trying to remember. He was in some previous ones. I think it was RE2. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he was in Resident Evil 2. And he was more in his like Raccoon City gear, his police gear in that one, I believe. I think that was Leon. Because again, I haven't played them all. I need to go back. The last 2 I played were Resident Evil and Resident Evil 4. I remember Jill, Claire, Leon, and Chris. And now I'm drawing a blank on who's what. But yeah, I'll have to get back to you on that. I'll look it up. Or maybe someone here in the chat can correct me on that one, who's what. But I'm pretty sure Leon was in Resident Evil 2. And I think Chris was in Resident Evil 1. But yeah, we'll see. Don't take my word on it. Eddie Rodriguez says, I love the accessories. You can use them for a bunch of other figures. Yes. Yeah, going back to like you were saying earlier, man, just the when figures come with a bunch of accessories, yeah, that's definitely a plus, and another reason why I really appreciate when figures companies do that. Because yeah, you can then use them for other figures like you were saying, and sometimes that kind of sells me. That if I'm on the fence about a figure, or even if I'm like kind of on a figure, if I take a look at the accessories and they come with some accessories that I think are just awesome, or that you can't really, they're not as readily available somewhere else, without having someone like 3D print them for you or something, or making them for you, then yeah, I'll pull the trigger if that's the case. I know, for example, the Not Tifa Lockhart, the 1/6 scale figure, she comes with like a bar and some stools and like some liquor bottles, or maybe, I don't know, maybe they're just soda bottles. I don't know. They're bottles. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. Or you can make them yourself, like S Beam. Shout out to S Beam. That man, like, putting in the work, and yeah, he's making his own bars, his own bar. I should say, like, not bars as spitting bars rapping, but like, you know, bar tables, bar counters. Yeah, they're looking great. I'm sure he'll he's shown them before on collector's figures, so go back and check out some of those videos, those streams. But yeah, they're looking awesome. I won't give away too much because I'm sure he'll want to show those for himself. But yeah, he's doing some good work. But I just don't have that time, you know, being a dad. I got 2 sons that keep me busy and to, like, you know, housework, the house stuff. You know, if I did have the time, I would love to do that and make my own stuff. But yeah, I then either see if I can buy them somewhere else, or you know, get them from someone who's already making them. So yeah, all that to say, yeah, I love the accessories. TLDR, right? Let's see here. Good bit of accessories. Yeah, Danny agrees. For that price, you can't lose. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I think it's either of these figures. We just gotta. It's a matter of time of seeing which one will be the one to get. Right? We'll see how it is. Let's see here. Yeah, debut in Resident. Okay, so yeah, thanks for confirming, Danny. Yeah, so Leon was he first appeared in Resident Evil 2. Yeah, I thought so. Along with Ada Wong. Yeah, which I think there's a 1/6 scale version of her out there. Yeah, a naughty and a nice version, or maybe it's the same figure. They just come with different accessories. Yeah, if you know what I mean. Yeah, third party, of course. So I should say it's not Ada Wong. Maybe that's like, yeah, I don't know what to say. Jada Wong? I don't know. Yeah, some other, that's her sister, maybe. I don't know. All right, so we got the 2 Leon, not Leon's, Kennedy's figures that are out there. And the last figure of the night we have is Megatron from ThreeZero. So this is the MDLX line. I know I've talked about ThreeZero figures before, Megatron and, you know, Optimus Prime. Let's see, who else did I go over? I think it was the Megatron MDLX figure that I went over. But for those that aren't familiar, MDLX is the ThreeZero line that are 1/12 scale Transformers, right? So they have the MDLX line. The DLX line would be your 6 scale. Those are within that range. And then there's the premium, which are, you know, obviously bigger than that. I can't remember what scale those are in, but if you can, someone in the chat knows, or in the comments, yeah, share that with us. I can't, because I don't have any of those. Those are huge, right? Those are, you know, big, the premium scale. But I have a bunch of the DLX, right, the 1/6 scale figures, and I have some of these MDLX figures. These are the 1/12 scale figures. And this is the comic book edition. So this one really caught my eye just because of the color. So I have Megatron, the standard Megatron, right, which is based on the G1 appearance. ThreeZero just kind of goes and puts their own kind of like Robotech style, like kind of Gundam-ish appearance to it, like anime kind of flair to it, right? And they kind of stylize it a little bit. And for those that aren't familiar with ThreeZero Transformers, they're non-transforming, so I know what Transformers, right? But these are just more about the quality and the articulation, right, and the engineering on these, which are really awesome. These are definitely, and for the price, again, it's just really awesome figures. They're just really well made, well done. The articulation for the DLX figures, anyways, can get overwhelming just because there's a lot of moving pieces, so you got to be careful. But yeah, these contain die casts. They're the internal body is die cast, right? So the joints hold up over time. But some of these, I think everything else, I'm not sure exactly. I can't remember off the top of my head which other parts external are made of die cast. I think this is just all plastic. But yeah, there's a good bit of die cast in these figures. So this is the comic book edition. This was initially unveiled at somewhere in Asia. I can't remember. It was like at a mall. I forget the name of the mall opening that they had this. It was limited. But they did say here, let me pull up the notes here. So they said that this will be available at select regional distribution partners on November 23rd. So outside of the exclusive mall that they had this at initially, I think this was on sale at that mall 31st of October, and I think it was in somewhere in China. but then this, like I said, it should go out it should be available, if I'm reading that right. This is on ThreeZero's site, to regional distribution partners on November 23rd. So I'm hoping this will become more available at that time. But this one, yeah, like I said, it's just the colors here just looks awesome. I did a comparison here. I'll go through that slide here in a minute, but yeah, I just want to go through these. So pretty basic, right? Not too many hands, but he comes with his blaster here. And again, this showing off here on the right is articulation, double jointed. But yeah, they just do a really good job. ThreeZero does on their articulation of their figures. And the color scheme, I'm really digging it. You can see here, we'll go through here and some other. Here you can see where they kind of got it from, right? I mean, it's kind of a little more whitish gray here on this comic on the right, but this is what they use to kind of it's like their play. It's kind of like an advertisement, right? They just kind of show like what they got their inspiration from. I think IDW is the name of the comic that does Transformers. I can't remember. I think it's IDW. I might be wrong. Again, I don't read the Transformer comics. But yeah, I just think it looks cool. This color scheme just looks badass. Here again, try to get similar poses, but you can see the differences between the two. The Megatron here on the left, the traditional classic one, has the metallic color scheme here, and there's more grays, reds, and silver. And this comic edition has the blues, reds, and like kind of light grayish or whites. They're pretty much the same. I'm trying to go through and see what sculpted differences there are. I think the only thing that I found that were different was the torso part. So the chest pieces look different. The head looks to be the same. It's just painted different. But I think it's just the chest area here is what's different between the two. I think everything else looks to be the same sculpt, I should say. It's just the color, different paint scheme, which is, I mean, kind of cool, right? For this to vary it up. I mean, it's almost identical. They're almost the same. It's just kind of, again, preference. But they figured, hey, we'll vary it up somehow just to make them different from each other. But yeah, I don't know. These figures are really cool, right? So I have a few of these MDLX figures, and they're just really awesome. They recently announced, I think it was Sideswipe for part of this line, which I forgot. I didn't have time to add just because it was kind of last minute, and I already had a bunch of stuff I was talking about. But yeah, so Sideswipe was just recently, I think it was Sideswipe. No Soundwave yet, though. Soundwave is my guy. Soundwave Superior. Yeah, that's the one I'm waiting for. I have him in the DLX version from the Bumblebee movie, but not the MDLX. So I'm waiting on that one. Yeah, most of the figures, if it's Soundwave, I'm getting. So I have like the behind me, I think you can kind of see. Let me enhance here. I think up above me, these are all my Transformer figures. So I have the Soundwave of the Hasbro version. That's up there. Let me de-hance myself. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Soundwave. Or oh man, I'm forgetting the Autobots version now. Basically, the Autobot version of Soundwave. He also transforms into a speaker. It has to do with music, right? That's the only reason why it drew me to it, because he transforms into a speaker, and I thought that was so badass. And his little tapes, Soundwave's little minions, they're cassettes that you can actually put inside his tape deck, and those also transform. So I have those behind me, the Hasbro versions. I'm sure you're all familiar, but yeah, same thing with the DLX Bumblebee, the Bumblebee Soundwave. Sorry, from the Bumblebee movie, the Soundwave from that movie also comes with the transforming like cassette that goes into his chest. It's really cool. I like that. Just that whole like music feature and just the boombox, and I just love music, and so anything that represents music, it was just really cool. It had me sold. I was like, I'll take one. Sold. So let's see here. Let me go back and address the chat here. Reverse Zeo saying 112 is so fun to shoot. Figures like this bring a lot of I was just touching on that earlier, Carlos, about we were talking about accessories and just how they add a lot of posability and display and photo shoot options, and something I want to get into myself. I know some of your videos and your shots are awesome. A lot of content creators out there putting a lot of good work. But yeah, that's something that I'd like to do when I get time, is develop my photography skills and get more into it. But yeah, these figures, 112 figures, just make it fun, right? Just like I see a lot of people doing a lot of great stuff out there, and I just get inspired. I'm like, man, I need to get in on that. Eddie Rodriguez says, I love the colors on this. Yeah, man, the same. That's what drew me to this. I was like, damn, this is, do I need another Megatron? But, I think I'll keep an eye on this. If it's available, I'll probably might get this one. But yeah, it just looks cool. Again, like a doppelganger, right? Of Megatron, Negatron, Negasonic Teenage Megatron. I don't know. Yeah, it can be his evil version. Let's see here. You took the words right out. Yeah, I don't know which words those were, but we're saying that, man. We're on the same page here. Let's see here. Yeah, it's definitely a sexy piece. Yeah, the sexy beast here of Megatron. Carlos Reversios, I was just about to say Gundam look. Yeah, exactly. Which is I'm also a big fan of. I have some Gundam model kits that again I need to put together. But yeah, there were some that really catch my eye, and I'm like, damn, I need to get those. So yeah, I'm really big into Gundam. Mechs, robots. On a previous stream, I mentioned the turtles and the mech turtles, right? The Heat Boys turtles. Those were awesome. So of course, I'm a big fan of both those genres. Put them together, bam, I'm there. I'm sold. So yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I'm a big fan of mechs and Gundams and robots, and the like. Let's see, Lane Kramer saying, oh, that looks cool. Yeah, right. I think sounds like the consensus is everyone is digging this Megatron. Let's see here. Let's see, going on to 12-inch. I got the McFarlane 89 Batmobile. Yep, same. I got the initial one though, which I think might like others. I was pissed when I found out they were gonna re-release it, like corrected, because I think the canopy on the initial release wasn't colored correctly, and so they re-released it again, and I was like, oh damn it. Like, oh well, you win some, you lose some. Eddie's asking, do I have a room tour? No, not yet, man. That's one of the things I need to work on. I always said if we get enough requests, I wouldn't mind doing one. I got to get my room sorted though. I'm still going through and setting up my figures. You can't see, but in front of me is where I have my DIY garage shelf that I went all out. I put I got acrylic shelves so you can kind of see in the bottom. And I don't mind doing a tour. I just gotta wait to get all my figures situated and everything. So yeah, it's a work in progress. But yeah, it'll be on there. Just keep an eye out on the channel. Let's see. Zio saying, I have some dials I'm giving away. Hit me up. Oh, nice. Yeah, hit me up afterwards. Yeah, good looking, man. I appreciate it. I'll definitely hit you up on that. Congrats again on that Kakashi, man. That Rocket Toys Kakashi. It looks awesome. I'm still on the fence if I want to get that 3-0. I talked about that on a couple of figure lowdowns episodes ago, and I was looking at those two, so I gotta see which one I want to go through. But yeah, man, congrats again on that. Thanks again for coming through. But yeah, that is all that I had. That was the last of the figures. Thank you all again for stopping by and putting up with the that intro when I was just ranting. Man, can't believe I did that. Again, I'm on a streak with that one. But yeah, I appreciate you all spending your Saturday night, no less, with me. And for all of you that stayed, for those of you that came and popped in for a little bit, regardless of how long you stayed, I appreciate you coming through. Thank you all for the support. And if you're catching this on the replay, thank you. Appreciate you staying this long. Again, like I mentioned, the Cali Collector Meetup, hit me up if any of you have any questions. Keep an eye out for upcoming streams in general on this channel. And I know I'm lacking on my other channel, my Feezy's Media, where I'm going to be talking about video games, movies, and TV shows, my other loves in my life, the other hobbies that I really enjoy doing. That one, I have stuff planned, and I have I just gotta film. I just gotta actually record them or do the streams from. So I have the notes. I have all that stuff ready. I just gotta find the time. And this one I was kind of. It's been a minute since I did a figure stream, so I figured I'd do this one first. But yeah, I will definitely have those other ones coming. I mentioned Tears of the Kingdom. I was really big into Tears of the Kingdom. I played that. I put a shitload of hours now, like over 100. So I definitely want to do a stream on that one or a video talking about that game. There's a bunch of other games that I had that I want to talk about, movies and Halloween movies that I have a backlog of that I saw that I want to do videos. So yeah, be on the lookout for those. It won't be Halloween season anymore, but yeah, speaking of, I still have my Halloween figures here. I gotta take those down and put up my Thanksgiving figures. I have all my Pilgrim Warriors, my Native American Warriors, my Animal Turkey Warriors figures that I gotta put up there, and put up my my detailed cornucopia. No, I'm just joking. I don't have any of those figures. Some Native American figures that would be cool, right? Some I know they have some out there, right? So that would be pretty cool to have something out there. But yeah, I don't have any Thanksgiving figures, so don't be looking for those in a future stream. But yeah, I hope you all have a good rest of the weekend, good rest of the week. Thank you all again for coming through, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good night. Later, all.